addicted to success.
What's up? Welcome to your favorite podcast, The Ain't Shit Show, the home of booze, views, and unpopular opinions. I want to thank y'all for joining us for episode 132.
132.
My name is Fresh, and I'm one half of the Pod Gods, and with me is the best man in all the podcast land, my right-hand man, Mr. BL.
Hola, hey. Fuck is up? Hope y'all alright. God bless you. Happy post-Thanksgiving. All that good shit like that. Thanksgiving. Shout out to Thanksgiving. I had another Thanksgiving plate today that I've been having on ice, and it was great. How was your Thanksgiving? Did you dry froze that motherfucker? Put in some damn dry ice or something? That shit preserved?
It's cold outside. So, I traveled, but it was cold outside. So then, put it in the fridge.
I think I got like a 5-day time limit for leftovers, and I'm a leftover nigga. Like a lot of people are bougie as fuck and don't eat leftovers. I fuck with leftovers. Like I'll eat the shit out of some leftovers, but I think like after 5 days, I'm cool.
You talking about as far as a taste bud standard or like a freshness standard? Like it might not be good anymore.
I just get tired of eating it. Like I'm not eating it after 5 days. Like,
I had Thanksgiving on Thursday, of course, and some on Friday, but then I had it today. So I had enough time in between to savor it all over again. Did you cook anything?
Yeah, I always fry turkeys and shit. So fry the turkey and cook some greens and what else did I make personally? Greens, fried turkey, macaroni and cheese, and it was small because it was just like, I took some food to my mom. My wife made like sweet potato casserole. Yeah. Which is fucking banging. What else we had? We had like some dressing and shit and like some bread. But it was like small. So it really, like the turkey I bought was fucking 16 pounds. The reason I bought that big ass turkey is 2 reasons. I thought my parents and shit was going to come over. I still gave them a significant amount because I had so much fucking turkey. Yeah. But, my homeboy be making turkey barbecue and shit. Shout out to Ken. He'll listen to the show. I don't know if he listened in a while, but
Ken. But whatever.
But yeah, he makes the best turkey barbecue in the fucking world. I've been telling that nigga that he needs to stop what he's doing and just exclusively sell fucking turkey barbecue because it's literally the best turkey barbecue. And I'm from North Carolina. I've been eating barbecue my entire life. And that shit is by far the best that I've ever had. Like his family's recipe is they from like Rocky Mount. And they be fucking smoking that shit. So I bought that turkey for that, but it has to be 20 pounds or over, and that was 16. So I ended up frying it.
Oh, okay.
And I only got it for like $4 because they was on sale at Food Line and shit. And then
turkeys be selling their life for the cheap. $4 for a whole turkey. You was a turkey living your life.
A 16-pound turkey,
right? You a thick ass turkey,
not no baby. Yeah, that nigga, that shit.
And the nigga sold you for $4?
Nigga, I got one, the one I did for the barbecue was like 26 pounds. That shit definitely was GMO for sure. But that shit was like $9 at fucking Publix of all places. Publix is amazing. I just went to my first Publix like the other day. That shit is fire than a bitch. Like, it's beautiful in there. Everybody was speaking. It's like Chick-fil-A. Like, motherfuckers was like, all the people was like, they're like, hey, how you doing? I was like, I was looking around like, who, me? And they're like, yeah, how you doing? And I was like, I'm good. And I'm walking like through the store and shit. That shit was interesting. I didn't anticipate that. But that shit is clean.
No, it is clean.
Sandwich bar was amazing. It was cheap. That shit was awesome.
Wait. I don't know. Because I was just having a Publix Harris Teeter conversation because I said that Publix is just as high as Harris Teeter.
For sure.
Like, it's not a place where you go to get groceries. For me.
Nah.
You know what I mean? It's a place where you go because you got to pick up a couple things.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't that. I was like, so it's super expensive. I said, but I don't think, do you think Publix is better than Harris Teeter though?
It's prettier. The one that I like, they got one downtown Raleigh, which is crazy. Next time you come to Raleigh, you're going to be fucking losing your shit because it looks totally fucking different.
Word.
But they got a Publix down. Do you remember how you go down Capitol and get off on P Street? Like to go like where Glenwood South and shit was, and all of High Five and shit. There's no more Peace Street. Like, they got a big ass bridge over there, and like, you got to come around. It is Peace Street, but you got to come around a different way. So now they cleared off all that old shit that was there. It used to be like a old Comedy Works building. They cleared all that shit. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what
they cleared all that shit and made like high rise fucking apartments with a Publix on the bottom. That shit fired in a bitch. Like, super fire.
I never have to go through there when I'm in town, so I need to check that out. I guess. Yeah,
downtown look totally like Raleigh down. I mean, I'm sure everything does, but Raleigh looks totally different downtown. But yeah, I was just in the area and went to Publix. But it's way prettier than the Harris Teeter. Like, the lighting is just better. They got like ambient lighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like LEDs and shit.
I like the grocery stores, when you walk down the frozen food aisle, it lights up as you walk. I feel like I'm
that's fire.
In a Michael Jackson video. I feel like I should moonwalk through that bitch.
That's some damn, Tony Stark shit.
Hey, that shit is fire. But, I cooked, my turkey was good. I was happy about my turkey.
Fried turkey.
My brother was supposed to, no. So traditionally, we've never fried a turkey. My brother was supposed to fry one this year, and then, not preparing. He couldn't find peanut oil, the day before Thanksgiving.
Fun fact, you do not need peanut oil. Like, if you're the reason that there's two things. The reason people use peanut oil is, one, it lasts longer. It doesn't burn as fast as like vegetable oil and shit like that. So meaning that you can fry multiple turkeys in that same grease. Like, you can fry at least probably like 2 or 3 turkeys in like a gallon of fucking peanut oil, or however much the shit costs. I can't recall exactly, but it's on the thing.
It's on the thing.
Yeah, it's on the fucking, little pot or whatever. But yeah, so you can do that. Like, next time, if y'all decide to, you can just use regular vegetable or canola oil or whatever you just, normally have. So, especially if you're just frying one.
Yeah, he was just frying one.
A little bit better flavor. Like, that's what, Chick-fil-A, they fry their food in peanut oil. That's why it tastes like that.
Yeah.
But you can normally, I mean, if you're only frying one turkey, you can just use regular vegetable oil.
Yeah.
It'd be good.
He a novice, so he probably didn't even know that, but I'll definitely tell him that, because
people think
Christmas is coming.
When I first learned, they were like, you got to get some peanut oil. And I'm like, damn, all right. And then my homeboy was telling me, he was like, if you only frying one turkey, if you got enough oil, you good. Like, it's still grease. You know what I'm saying? But the peanut oil just gives it a little bit better flavor, and then it just burns longer. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, is it the difference between a Chick-fil-A piece of chicken and a Bojangles piece of chicken?
I mean, it's really,
you know what I mean? Like, that good peanut oil seemed like it hit different.
I mean, it definitely, powers it up, but
powers it up.
If you don't have it, is my thing, right? So, like, if you don't have it, it's still gonna be busting. Like, it's still gonna be Bojangles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? It's still gonna. But like, the thing about turkeys, where the good shit comes, is how you season it the outside, obviously, and then you got to inject it, and you make sure that you inject it. Let the injection sit for a day. Like, I let mine sit to marinate in the shit. Like, I marinate my fucking turkey. You know what I'm saying? So, you inject it like with some Tony's Creole seasoning. You inject it.
Yeah, shout out to the Tonys. My aunt accidentally got the jalapeno one.
Yeah, me too, man.
Took it back.
I got that shit too. They was all sold out. I was so like, and I could tell it had a little twang to it. It wasn't bad, but I could tell that it was fucking some pino.
Oh, so you went forward with it. You executed.
I had no choice, because I went to the store and that shit was all sold out every fucking where.
Yeah, that's why I got mine. I thought I was cooking the turkey. I've had that responsibility, and then he said he was frying it, and then again it ended up me doing the turkey. However, use that if you inject it and season it, like really season it.
Too. I season my injection.
So I take butter and I mix it in with my seasonings, and then I put that shit like under the skin, like massage that shit, put that shit all over it. And this is the tip, y'all, for when you cooking it in the oven. My family, like, the turkey used to be the last thing we thought about. Thanksgiving. We kind of just had it because it was Thanksgiving, because that bitch used to be dry. Like, they just really didn't care. You know what I'm saying? They just like put that shit in the oven. I mean, they seasoned it, of course, but they just put that shit in the oven and just let it cook for like 6 hours. They didn't do like no calculations. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, X amount of minutes per pound. Like, I do all the science, right? I try to follow the guidelines, and they always like, well, why yours come out like this? All I did was read the directions. Y'all just try to let shit go.
I had some shit from a nigga, put it in the book.
Hey, what? I say that once a day, I promise you. And, you know, season it real good, put it under the skin. And once you put it in the oven for like the first 2 hours, do your calculations so you won't overcook it. But like for the first 2 hours, have that bitch all the way covered up with the aluminum foil.
I put mine in a bag. Like I get the turkey bags and shit and put them bitches in there and let it cook like that. So I thought about doing that. However, you can't have it really touch the skin. That's why I use foil. So you can kind of create a barrier between the foil and the skin so it won't like boil pretty much. You know, because you got it all covered up. Nah, I use like the plastic turkey bags, like, you know, the oven bags. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I use them. Like, I just put that shit in there and just cook it there and like put my juices and shit. Like, whenever I, you know, like traditionally do a turkey that way, I traditionally fry it. But if I ever put it in the oven, I put the turkey bag around it, season then I put like a little chicken stock at the bottom and shit, and some onions or whatever, and then I cook it like that. You know what I'm saying?
How do you baste it? Do you baste it?
You just like, you can, after like an hour, or not an hour, but after like a couple of hours and shit, like I just cut it open and you can baste it then. Like I just cut the bag open. You know what I'm saying?
I cooked that turkey for probably about 4.5 hours. After the first 2 hours, I uncovered it, and then I would go and baste it every hour until I was done.
Oh yeah, she was right though.
And so, you know, the skin got right on the outside. It was juicy on the inside. I pat myself on the back for cooking a turkey because it's tricky. If you don't know what you're doing, you can dry that bitch out. But the good thing about it is I'm responsible for turkey and macaroni and cheese. So I have to focus most of my attention on the macaroni and cheese because black people don't let you lay that down if you fuck that up. So,
you ever seen who made the potato salad?
I seen that during one time. It was one of them Tyler Perry-esque movies, right?
That shit was funny, man. Like, so like, I see the clip and like, the dude from the red, I forgot, from Comic View and shit. He's behind the shit with Miss Laura. Yeah. Him and fucking Clayton Powell. Not Clayton Powell.
Clayton Powell.
What's his name? Ain't his name Clayton Powell?
No. Clifton Powell.
Clifton Powell, yeah. He was like, motherfucker. They was talking about that goddamn turkey. Like, motherfucker, this shit's so goddamn dry. He said, your stupid ass left the giblets in that motherfucker. Them bitches was dry. Motherfucker, my turkey ain't dry. That shit was funny as hell. If you've never seen Who Made the Potato Salad, it's definitely a hood classic. With Jaleel White and shit, and mad random ass fucking black actors and shit. Shit good though.
You gotta love a good black movie with a bunch of random people in it.
That's a fact.
Like anybody could be in there. Did you watch the fight? I know you did.
Of course. That made my fucking weekend. You know I'm in there. And it's another fight coming up this weekend. Earl Spence and Danny Garcia fight. It's a really good fight. They're not big niggas, but they're extremely good fighters. They're not small niggas either. They're like middleweights and shit. So I would recommend watching that because niggas be getting knocked out with them two niggas. But yes, I did watch the fight, one time for Nate Robinson.
That made it for me.
That's a tough 750 million. Oh, excuse me, 750,000. That's a tough 750,000.
He got paid 750,000 for that?
For sure.
Oh my God, man. Did he practice? Was he prepared? What happened?
Nah, I think that was his first fight ever. Like, in life. Like, he had never, ever got.
He didn't know them joints was gonna hit like that. He didn't know them joints was gonna come like that.
Didn't know what he was doing, bro. That shit.
That nigga was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
That was the best shit ever. That shit was the best shit ever. Like, that shit was so goddamn funny to me.
Listen.
He beat the shit out of him, man.
He beat the shit out of him. And we ran that shit back like 5 times. And laughed at that shit.
I ever seen in my life, bro. Like, that's my word. Like, that shit was like, it was so unexpected.
And how his face, his whole position.
Like, it was all that shit. It was just the perfect storm of fucking hilarity.
I don't feel like Snoop got enough props for the commentary during the actual fight. Because like, and where we were talking a bunch, you know what I'm saying? Laughing, you know, whatever, while it was going on. Like, damn, you know, and Snoop just giving these little one-liners, bro.
That fucking Negro spiritual boy. Carry me home. That motherfucker started carrying. Said, carry me home. That shit fucking had me weak. I was like, this nigga singing the Negro spiritual. The white man was like, oh, Snoop. He's like, it's no laughing matter, but Snoop is singing the spirituals. And then Snoop after that, he was like, that's when the nigga knocked him out for the last time. Snoop was like, oh, Lord.
Right.
That shit was the best shit in the fucking world.
I was like, yo, y'all not really listening to Snoop though. Y'all need to listen to Snoop because he had me rolling, especially during the fucking Tyson Roy Jones Jr. fight. I thought I was going to see more. I didn't think they were going to be hugging for 8 rounds, but Nate Robinson made it enough for me.
The whole card was good. I enjoyed, like, I'm a boxing fan, so the whole card was entertaining, from top to bottom. It started early, but it also went relatively smoothly because they had short rounds and they were like 2-minute rounds, so it wasn't going to go long. Traditional fights are 12 round fights for 3 minutes apiece, so it's, you know, roughly like 33, 34 minutes, and then all the pomp and circumstance before and after and all that shit like that. But yeah, it was cool. It was quick. Like, Jake Paul, or what's his name? Jake Paul? Whatever the white boy name that beat my boy.
Is he a Proud Boy? People was acting like he was.
He like a wigger. Like, he a wigger.
Oh, cause they were like, he was a YouTuber, but everybody kept saying he was a Proud Boy and like this shit look racist and shit like that. So I was like,
he just beat the shit out. Nah, he be getting, he be rapping and shit. He was with the baby the other day. Not that means anything, but like he was in the studio with them. Like he got like the white boy cuts and be wearing tats and, you know what I'm saying? Like getting fly with the skinny jeans and dope sneakers and shit. Like he got that swag. Like he got the white boy swag.
Okay. I don't know nothing about
the white boy, black boy swag. You know what I'm saying?
The wiggers. Yeah. So you did like the Tyson Jones fight?
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it. Hell yeah, that was a good fight. Like,
when did you see any fighting?
Them niggas was fighting like shit. He broke Roy Jr.'s rib. He broke Roy Jr. when they won't hug him, he broke Roy Jones Jr. rib.
Yeah,
Roy Jones
I saw him giving up body shots. I know. Now I know.
You didn't know that they were 50?
I still expected them to be athletes. Not saying that they were not athletes, but it's nothing I would watch again. I would not watch that particular fight again. I didn't see anything. It wasn't entertaining for me. I thought that, and I heard that they instituted like a no knockout rule. So I'm just like, how are you going to institute that? Like, so I see why. Like, they didn't really punch at each other's face.
There was no body blows. I mean, it was all body blows.
Yeah, like that wasn't for me.
But I like body blows. That's why I said
that wasn't for me. It was just like them hugging the whole time. And Roy Jones definitely had the dad bod. I was like, bruh, did you go in the gym at all? Like, for a fight against Mike Tyson? Sheesh.
He's 51. He definitely looked young. His body looked older than Mike, even though he's younger than Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, Mike still looked like he was going to kill somebody.
Yeah, Mike is a monster. Like, he definitely could have knocked his ass smooth the
That's
fuck out.
That's what I thought, man.
No doubt. He ain't even throw no uppercuts. Mike
That's what I'm saying.
Like, he's a combination uppercut. Like, he always finishes niggas with uppercuts. I mean, bro, if I could go out there just to fight, like Mike said, I ain't been in the ring 15 years and y'all niggas about to pay me $5 million to goddamn go and fight. I'm in there. Like, I'm cool. I ain't doing shit else. Like, I'll go in there and fight fucking 16 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm 54. I'm tired as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think Mike had it in him. I don't know if Roy Jones had it in him. And Roy Jones is less removed from boxing.
Yeah, he got his ass beat in fucking Russia, like in 2018. That's why I felt bad, because I'm like, oh, if he really want to go, like, again, I follow boxing, so that shit was sad. Like, Roy Jones was like, he was like Nate Robinson. The white boy beat the shit out of Roy Jones, and Roy Jones is one of the greatest fighters of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just sad to see. But like Mike been out there doing his thing, just training and shit. And again, I follow Mike from on his podcast and shit, and like just to see the stages that he's gone from. Like, he was completely against like working out and shit like that, and then he said that his wife called him fat. He said it started with me just running 15 minutes on the treadmill. He said, next thing I know, I was fucking 4 miles away from the house. And then next thing I know, I was fucking 15 miles away from the house running and jogging and shit. So he's like, and I just started getting in shape. He said he didn't want to be the person that he was when he was boxing. Cause he was like, that person was a totally different person. He was like, that shit, he was a monster. And I ain't want to tap into that shit.
Damn. You know your shit dark. You know your shit dark when you just like, I don't want no parts.
You gotta be though.
I don't want
in order
no
to be a boxer,
parts.
like to be a boxer, like you gotta have, like, for one, they got extra testosterone like a motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to be able to, and then to give and receive that type of punishment over years and years and years and years and years. And then to be, you know, that motherfucker owned the world at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like the heavyweight champion back in the 80s and the 90s and shit was, you know, heralded just like it was in the 50s and the 40s. Like that shit is like, you the baddest man on the planet. He was, and he had fucking money to back it. Like he had $400 fucking million to back it. So, Mike was wild. You know what I'm saying? He went to prison, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all type of shit. Mike went through a hell of a lot. To his dad, his kid died. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, shit. Mike had a wild ass fucking life. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Listen. Do you think that it is, would you rather go out on top or do it till you can't do it anymore?
I'm going out on top. Like once I get to it, like I'm competitive and shit, but I'm also like, I also enjoy chilling. Like I would just be chilling.
Hey, that was
like,
real. Like,
Mike got a whole fucking weed farm. Yeah, he got a whole like weed fucking farm and weed fucking like resort and shit, like I was talking about.
Yeah, I'm trying
before.
to get to that resort, man. I'm trying to get to that resort
so hell no. Like fuck that. But I mean, you know, again, like you got to be built different and wired different. Them niggas is hardwired different to be able to, cause Evander Holyfield still want to fight. Like he been trying to fight Mike for mad long, about 5-6 years. And
right. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on top.
And he older than him. He like 55, 56. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
niggas just certain shit you just can't get out of you. Like Roy Jones Jr. said, he's like I'm a fighter. He was like, because they were like, what if Mike hit you in the head and you die in the ring? He was like, that's cool. He's like, I fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what you sign up for. He's like, I've been knowing that any punch I could die in the ring at any time. He's like, that's what you sign up for. He's like, you got to be mentally unstable to be able to, you know what I'm saying, do this shit. You know what I mean? And that's truly what he is. So. Yeah.
That shit is crazy. But I had a good time watching the fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
he was in DC or you was at?
I was in Charlotte.
At the crib. Oh okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I've seen your Instagram one time for boning them.
You heard about this whole true restaurant twerking gate that's going on right now?
How could I not?
Girls,
I'm on Twitter.
Right. How do you feel about that? Like, do you think that the guy was
6 in
wrong?
one hand, half a dozen in another. I mean, first and foremost, they're playing throw that ass in a circle. Like, and it's in Dallas. The dude, like, I found this out on a podcast actually the other day, but the dude, they were in Dallas, and then the song "Throw That Ass in a Circle" is from an artist in Dallas. So that shit is like a hometown fucking classic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's going to be pretty hard for a bitch to hold herself in. You know what I'm saying? Because "Throw That Ass in a Circle" is one of those songs. Like, if anything, like, bruh, don't play that song in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to keep it like that, like, I see it 50-50, right? Like, so I understand this is what I work hard for. This is the establishment that I, you know what I'm saying, that I try to deem to be classy. But the way in which you went through that shit was lame as fuck. Like, you ain't nobody daddy. You can't be chastising motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can just go to them calmly and be like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't doing this here. If you can't refrain, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Simple as that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a way of class and shit. Cause like, if that was my old lady or some shit, like, bro, you're not finna be talking to me like my old lady like that, like spazzing. And then you talking to the whole group, like, who you talking to, bro? Like, fuck this shit. You know
what I mean? Talking to basically seemed like the whole fucking restaurant. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Listen, I'm assuming everybody already knows this, but True Restaurant, Dallas, supposed to be a classy-ish, spot, restaurant. Girls at the table, they getting up, they dancing, they twerking. Meanwhile, there is dancing, twerking music being played by a DJ in the restaurant, right? And
a hometown hero classic, by the way. That means a lot.
And
like,
not only is it a hometown,
you're not going to Ben's Chili Bowl and not play no Wale, and motherfuckers not going to start moving and grooving. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Ben's Chili Bowl, like, you wow.
Real shit though. Like, I've been to Ben's Chili Bowl and that shit be go-go to the motherfucker and that shit be rocking. And this shit was amazing. It's cultural.
Right. But it's not, but like, all of that what you just said, plus the cherry on top of that is, it is a Negro spiritual. Throw that ass in the circle. That's right up there with and back that ass up. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you ain't going to New Orleans and not here back that ass up and niggas not twerking. Impossible.
Bruh, listen,
don't play it.
Don't play it. So my whole thing about it is, like, first of all, don't know where these girls are originally from. They may be from there, maybe not. You know, but you know, in some places, they welcome you to twerking on the furniture. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
brunch.
It's brunch. It's black brunch at that. You know what I mean? Black people just started brunching in the past like 10 years.
Shout out to the day parties. Shout out to CIAA because they are the inventor of fucking day parties. And niggas, like, nobody was having day parties before the CIAA niggas in Charlotte and Raleigh. I want to put that out there. That's a fact. Like,
Word.
Nobody ever had day parties. Like, for real. Listen. So, one time for niggas. Whoever, I don't know who the creator of that was, but it was niggas in Raleigh and Charlotte. Cause I've been a lot of places, niggas ain't call it day parties. You might have been in a restaurant in the A or some shit, but like themed, dubbed thing, fucking day parties, that shit came from like a Raleigh or Charlotte nigga. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, now that I think about it, day parties may be my first day parties that I went to at CIAA. Like, but I'm just thinking, like, is that the truth or is that just my truth? Like, I'm thinking about it though.
That's the truth.
Yeah, but you playing this music, right? And then you come and you talk about, I get it. I especially get the standing on my furniture part. Like, I get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Don't stand on the furniture. But I also know how niggas get when they fucking drunk. And they celebrating they homegirls insert event here. Yeah. Birthday, baby shower, broke up with her boyfriend. Sure. Like, we gonna celebrate. You know what I'm saying? And so you ain't about to have these combination of things. Brunch, music, drinks, mimosas, whatever you got going on with a DJ and a hometown hero Negro spiritual. And expect people to contain themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Plot twist. So there was a video of him on the table. Granted, it's his shit. He can do whatever he wants. But it was a video of him dancing on one of his tables. Again, his tables. But nonetheless, like, you were still dancing in your restaurant, my nigga, like, to music. And like, at another point in time.
You talking about class. And you talking about being black people and all this shit. Yeah. Where you went to the lowest fucking denominator and acted like a whole asshole out here. Yeah, I'm not saying he can't. I feel as though you can tell somebody something in your restaurant and then have them decide if they want to continue to patronize that restaurant. So I understand you on the second time or third time because this is the atmosphere that you want. You went up there and you told them and nicely. And then you could say, listen, I'm going to need for y'all to leave because I warned you 2-3 times.
For sure.
Or even the second time. If you want to warn them one time and then put them out on the second time. That's totally up to you. But
and then get on the mic and say like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want y'all twerking, you know what I'm saying? I want to play music with whoop. Be respectful, my nigga. Like, motherfuckers, regardless if you say you don't need niggas' money, you definitely need niggas' money. You
definitely need niggas' money.
Like, you wouldn't have a restaurant if you didn't need niggas' money.
But you want some culture vulture type shit, though. You want to use black culture. You want to use black culture, but you don't want us to react in a black way to it.
Yeah, sound like some deep-seated, like hatred of black people. Like, that shit was some other shit. You know what I mean? Like, that shit.
It sound like some gentrification shit. Just like white people try to take some shit.
It was, maybe, but it was more so like, who you talking, like, why are you talking to this black woman like that? Like, because she's twerking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got, and then you reprimanding her like you somebody goddamn daddy. Like, nah, bro, you not finna. It's ways in which you talk to people. Like, that same message he could have conveyed in a much more respectful manner. Motherfucker would have been like, all right, cool, my brother, it's all good. We ain't even tripping. Or if you didn't, you probably would leave. You know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't, like, I would feel something, like, I'd have been like, fuck this nigga. Like, I'll never come back here ever again.
Never.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But I will say that nobody got up, so the food must be hidden. Because nobody was leaving. Like, it was motherfuckers, it was like fucking, it was like a cafeteria in that bitch when the grandma come through there or something. Like, everybody was sitting still. I was like, oh, that food probably hidden up. Motherfucker like, well, shit, I ain't coming back. I'm gonna finish my food right quick though, but I ain't coming back to this raggedy motherfucker.
Hey, it was another restaurant that posted like, it's required for you to twerk here, and then showed them making all this fucking upscale food and shit. Like, come the fuck on. I was like, might as well. You can't treat people like that. And I understand what your vision was, but when you figure out that if you out here playing you fucking playing some shoot 'em up bang bang shit, and the thugs start to come to your shit looking like shoot 'em up bang bang. You gotta change. You gotta change your format, your structure, whatever you got going on. All right, if you don't want these, I don't even want to say young people. If you don't want people, black people, coming into your restaurant, dancing appropriately to a twerk song, don't play twerk music. Play some Tony Braxton in that bitch.
Goddamn, some I love the way. Like, you gotta put some Kim on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when love calls.
Put on some
Lord Alex, fucking, what's brother name? Goddamn Hamilton. What's my man name?
Anthony Hamilton.
Anthony Hamilton. I'm about to call him every A name.
Music. Yeah. Eric Benet.
Some light jazz. You know, easy listening.
So easy. But you know what? That audience of people ain't about to come in there and spend all this money on these fucking mimosas and all this overpriced fucking brunch like these young people are.
That shit might be fly though. Like, it's Dallas, so like you gotta mix shit. Like, you gotta remember that's a metropolis. Like, if it was a fly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker, like, if that shit is in the A, motherfucker's gonna come. Like, it's just gonna have a different class level of people. Cause when you in a major city, you're gonna have, more fluency in terms of black people and shit like that. So, I'm catering to Jill Scott and them coming through.
But here's one of the things though. Like, the younger people, they're going out Friday, Saturday, and they still going to brunch Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I get it.
That older crowd, they might do brunch on Saturday.
Oh yeah, I'm welcome.
You know what I'm saying?
Come through.
So
I'm just saying.
the frequency of the money wouldn't be the same. Not that all people want to go, because I feel like Atlanta is like that. Like, you know, it's. I don't know. I think hip hop kind of just merged the cultures, the generations. So everybody in here dancing to, everything from, what I'm saying, fucking NWA some shit, MC Hammer some shit from the 80s all the way up to Lil Smoke Perk, Doo Wop, Gunna, 42 Duggar. Like, they listen to.
I like that little nigga.
Oh, that's one funny looking little nigga, bro.
He is. He's
a funny looking nigga. He looked kind of like a girl, but then he looked like a 12-year-old. Then he got like this little, like, like when little boys go through like that husky face and they like a little bit fat. I was like, what the fuck? How old is this thing?
Yeah. He's a funny looking little nigga. But he started when I like that little whistle he be doing and shit. That nigga fire. I fuck with 42 Dugg. He hard. I like him and Lil Baby. Like, them niggas be smoking shit. Like, out of the niggas, I like them niggas.
I like that. Yeah. We paid. I like that.
That shit fire.
Yeah, I like that joint.
That shit fire. Did you you ain't watch The Undoing yet, did you?
Oh no, I ain't had time to do none of that.
Shit. You gotta watch that shit.
I just got home yesterday.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, I just got home yesterday, so I'm just getting in the crib.
Shit had the world in an uproar. Shit was good as hell, yo.
I ain't heard of it from nobody but you.
It's mad people I know that, like, I heard it off the podcast and shit, and I started watching. I was like, oh, this shit banging. Like, it's got everybody in it, and it's like shot like a movie. You know what I mean? But it's episodic, obviously. But I think it might have just been a movie that they just like said, fuck it, we just do episodes. Cause it's so super well written. Like, the shit is a murder mystery like a motherfucker. Like, It's like a game of fucking Guess Who or some shit. That shit's wild.
Right.
And it's really good actors. Like, obviously, Hugh Grant and Nicole Kidman. And
Hugh Grant.
Yeah, it's my nigga. I forgot he used to body shit. He nasty.
He's I forgot about him, too.
He in that shit. That shit dope.
You start like TV. You start your Christmas shopping?
Nah, I ain't doing I don't do Christmas shopping.
Oh, yeah, you said your wife do all of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you something. If I were to buy you a gift, would you rather have Sierra and Russell Wilson's R&C duo fragrance? Or would you rather have Drake's $80 Carby Musk candle that when you burn it, it smells exactly like Drake? Which one of those?
I'm cool. It was funny. I was listening to Joe Budden. Roy was like, so what if he was like, nigga, what if you smell, what if you start burning that shit and your girl come over like, I know what that smell is. I smell it. I'm from it. Like, oh shit, bitch, you been over there drinking? That shit was funny as hell. But nah, I do RNC. That's my, yeah.
That's like they CKB or some shit. You want to smell CK1. Like Sierra and it is.
I ain't trying to smell. I don't want to smell Drake. Like, I don't want to smell Drake. You know what I'm saying? Burning in my fucking house.
To me, Drake smell like white diamonds. Like white, Elizabeth Taylor. This nigga drink white wine spritzers. He smell like an old white lady to me.
Yeah, man, I'm cool. I don't want to have like a nigga smelling in my house. Like, it's weird because my homeboy, like, one of my homeboys, shout out to my nigga Vic. He's like a super cologne nigga. Like, the nigga smells amazing. And I hate that shit because, like, he be coming in the barbershop and that motherfucker be smelling good as a bitch. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Stop doing that shit, nigga. What the fuck is you doing? Like, why are you trying to turn niggas on to him, man? That shit smells awesome. Word up. Like, that nigga be smelling good as hell. Like, he be having, like, all the time for, like, all type of shit. And then the nigga hit me with some shit last week talking about something. He was like, cause we was getting that shit cut from, fucking Thanksgiving and shit. He came in there smelling like some goddamn, like, I don't know, like some leather or some shit. He was like, yeah, this is a fall scent. You can only wear this in the fall, like, cause like, he had the chemistry down on the shit. I said, God damn. Yeah, but that shit was like, it was cold and that shit like emitted some different fragrances and shit. I was like, man, stop making, you're making me feel uncomfortable, man. Like, I don't want to keep, like, waiting for you to come in here so I can smell you, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Nigga, you smell good as a bitch.
Hey, that's funny as hell. He walk in, you look like, ooh, clutch your fucking pearls.
Like, yeah,
fuck you
man,
got
like,
on.
Goddamn, like, you don't even want to look at a nigga like, oh, what's that? What you got on, my nigga? Like, nah, man. Nigga that gave me some cologne and all type of shit, man. That nigga's goddamn cologne, man. Me goddamn spending $200-300 on a bottle real quick.
Real quick on the bottle of cologne. Put it all on.
Facts.
Or do we spread in the air and run in it?
I don't know. The nigga just be smelling good, man. Like,
you know what? I realized I don't, like if I just happen to be in Macy's or something like that and I'll see something new came out and I'll smell it, you know what I'm saying? If I like it, I'll buy it if I think it works with my body chemistry. But I don't really actively, get perfume.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something that's on my list all the time. Like, oh, I need some, you know what I mean? Like, I need some new perfume or some shit like that.
Since I've been at home and shit, and I don't be going nowhere. Like, I don't wear it. But I be, like, it's funny because out of all the colognes, I got mad colognes and shit, but out of all the shit I got, the most fire shit that I enjoy is this fucking Bath and Body Works lotion cologne. That shit, that shit is like men's shit.
Yeah.
Man, that shit smells so goddamn good, man. Like, that shit is one, like, and I got a lot of, like, I got Time Forward and all that, high-end shit, I guess, if you would.
Listen, I'm with you, though, because the shit that I wear, I have this scent that I call it my OE Faithful, right? Because it's inexpensive, and people love the way it smells on me, and it's not expensive at all.
Yeah.
And, I have like the Dior's and the Armani's and, that stuff. But on a day to day, like me just going to work, like shit like that, I'm putting on this fucking Curve Crush and it's in a fucking purple fucking bottle. And, a motherfucker hug you and hold on long, fucking be like, damn, you smell good. It's always that shit. And that shit be costing me fucking $25 at fucking Marshall's.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Oh, you faithful. Spray that shit on every time. I get way more compliments off of that than like anything. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to smelling good inexpensively.
So ladies, get your boo, your brother, whoever, like whatever men in your life, get them that fucking go to Bath and Body Works. It's a black like men's tube or some shit. I don't know what it is. They got a shower gel. You know, they be having like that 3 for fucking $19 or some shit. Bruh. I'm telling you. Right, that shit smells amazing and he will appreciate it and so will you.
Listen, women don't like when they man get a fresh haircut because she feel like the bitch is gonna be on him. You think she about to have him smelling good out this bitch?
I mean, you confident. Like my old lady, nigga, I ain't going to Bath and Body Works. She bought it for me. You know what I mean? So she bought it for me. That shit was busting. Like she bought it when she went and got all them goddamn candles. And bought that shit like, oh yeah, here's a bone. Here you are. And I was like, ooh, this shit fire. Shit like, damn, that smells really good. And I was like, yeah.
Oh, so, and that's how your son was like, conceived? Right after
let your nigga smell good.
Yeah, so I'm not buying anything that smells like a grown man at all. So, even though
not for you. I'm talking about ladies buying it for their men.
No, I'm talking about Drake's candle.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, I'm talking about Drake's candle. The name sucks.
What's the name of it?
Carby Musk.
Carby?
Carby, like carbs, starches, carbs. Carby Musk.
Oh, yeah. That's garbage.
I want to nominate Drake for having like all the worst names of shit. Like Carby Musk. Certified Lover Boy. Like, I think Drake has the worst named shit ever. Like, and he doesn't try to change it. Like, do you like the names of his albums? Do you like Certified Lover Boy?
I don't dislike it.
It's always like so.
I mean, nothing was the same.
Right. All of them in the same vein.
I like that shit.
Was alright.
Views on the 6 was dope. Nothing was the same.
Thank you.
Thank Me Later.
Thank Me Later.
Which is a really good album.
That's probably his best album
Scorpion.
Outside of. Yeah,
Scorpion was trash. I don't know what the significance was behind that, but yeah, for the most part, I think, what was the first shit? Sorry for the Wait. Nah, what was that shit?
Sorry for the Wait.
No, that wasn't that.
Nothing was the same. No.
What was his first shit, man?
The mixtape joint.
So Far Gone.
So Far Gone.
Super fire.
No, that was super fire.
That's super fire.
I mean, we're not talking about the albums. Talking about
you said it, so I thought
the name.
Thought that's what you meant.
You ready to give us some black facts?
Oh yeah, hold on.
All right. So listen, while you pulling that up, it was so crazy to me to learn that they fucking dropped that bomb. Is that what you're about to talk about?
It is not, no.
Okay, so it was crazy to me to learn that in 1985, the government literally dropped a bomb on a black family in efforts to kill 20 people and destroyed like 66 houses. Like they literally dropped a bomb. Like plane drops bomb on top of this dwelling of this black family, like alternative family. They were more like a pseudo Black Panther, but according to them, like they were never violent or anything like that, but they were preaching like black empowerment and shit like that. And the government just decided they don't fuck with them like that. And it was only like 20 of them, like maybe 20 adults and a few children. And the government wanted them done. You know how the government like has these scapegoats in which they want to focus their attention on, and that's how that story read to me. Like, don't pay attention to this shit over here. Pay attention to this violent group of terrorists that live in this house, and they were called like the movement or whatever. Mm-hmm. But they literally dropped a fucking bomb on their house and killed 11 people and like 6 children, and then charged the black lady with arson after they threw the bomb on the house.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? You know, every time I hear shit like this, I be like, yo, like, you don't hear none of this in history.
Oh yeah, no.
Nothing.
No.
Like, I always knew our shit was whitewashed. Don't get it twisted.
His story.
But yeah, I was like, whoa, like, I never knew that the government dropped a bomb anywhere in the U.S., like, purposely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that shit. When you had sent it to me, I had seen it a couple days before and shit. And it was like, yeah, I had known about it maybe about a week or so before you had sent me that. But
you had never heard of it prior to that?
No. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember. I'd be fucking reading so much shit randomly.
Yeah.
But anyway, but yeah, Black Fact.
Skibbity bee bop, these
right.
Black Facts. Got to do the intro. Okay, go.
I saw this the other day on, I follow, this is NMAAHC, which is the National Museum of African American History. Their page on Instagram. So, like I said, NMAAHC. They be highlighting mad dope shit. But, on November 30th, which was obviously a couple days ago, in 1924, Shirley Anita St. Hill Chisholm, the eldest of 4 daughters, was born in Brooklyn, New York. Ms. Chisholm was an advocate for the rights of people of color and people of color and for women. She graduated with her bachelor's degree from Brooklyn College in 1946, and she earned a master's degree from Columbia University in 1951. She worked as a nursery school teacher, director of Child Care Center, and later as an educational consultant with the citywide Child Care Department. In 1964, Ms. Chisholm ran and became the second African-American in New York State Legislature. After 4 years of service in 1968, she became the first African-American woman to be elected to the U.S. Congress, where she served 2 terms. And in 1972, she became the first African-American to seek nomination for president from a major party. The accomplishments of Shirley Chisholm were a precursor for new roles for women in politics, obviously. President-elect, Vice President-elect, Kamala Harris. So, she opened the door for Senator Harris to become vice president and all the other beautiful women that are in Congress. So, one time for Shirley Chisholm. And happy birthday.
Shout out to Shirley Chisholm. Happy birthday, sis. We appreciate you. You ready to get into some little shit?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're about to get into little shit. Little shit is our pop culture segment where we talk about all the fuck shit on your timeline. I got annoyed earlier today and I ate an edible. And I honestly think it has started to kick in. What are you
there
on,
she goes.
if anything? Right.
I smoked a little weed. That's about it.
Little bud.
I took a shot, actually, now that I think about it.
All right. Well, good we took a shot because...
I am fucked up. I was wondering why I'm so fucked up. I'm like, that weed shouldn't just have me like that. But
that shot got you feeling woozy. So, people getting locked up, man. People are getting locked up. Rapper Casanova. Y'all may remember Casanova. He always got his name and some shit. He's a rapper. We've talked about Casanova on this show before. If you've listened, we talked about that nigga. However, you may not know Casanova. He's a New York rapper. Big, swole, kind of dark-skinned dude. He might be kind of short, actually, but he's stocky.
He not. He big as hell.
He big?
Yeah, he like 6'4". He like my height.
Word. He don't be looking that big. That's what's up. He gonna need that for where he's going. So Casanova, along with 18 members of a gang that goes by the name of Untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation, is being charged with racketeering, murder, narcotics, firearm, and fraud offenses. They say that, the members of that gang, committed some terrible acts of violence, trafficked narcotics, exploited benefits from COVID-19 pandemic. That's not funny. However, all these niggas getting in trouble for this COVID fraud, this PPE shit.
Oh yeah.
They is really taking people down. Well, at least the black people. I don't know about the white people. But Casanova is facing a possible maximum sentence of life in prison, with mandatory 10 years if convicted. And then soon after learning about that, B Hill sends me G Herbo. So G Herbo and some of his people.
And I sent you the tapes for the girl that was ratting on him, which is his girlfriend's best friend.
Yep.
For Casanova.
But then B Hill sends me G Herbo, and him and some of his people have been arrested for massive financial fraud. They were purchasing charter jets to fly girls out, private yachts, exotic cars, luxury hotels, vacation rentals, all that. The best part of this for me was 2 designer puppies. Only us would commit credit card fraud and buy 2 designer puppies. But you know,
make some bread though.
Listen,
like for real,
niggas out here, about that. Black market.
That fucking puppy game is crazy. Like my cousin he spent like 7 racks on a bulldog, and he just got like eight bulldogs off them shits, and them shits going for like $15,000 a piece. And this shit is blowing my fucking mind. So what kind of pit bull is it? It's not a pit bull. So
what you say? Oh yeah, that is 2 different things. What kind of bulldog is it that makes it $15,000 special?
It's just the fucking like the coat. It's like the gray brindles and shit like that. And shit's 15 racks, like for sure. And like the boys, and I just found out like the boys, you can sell their nut for like fucking $1,500 a nut. Like for real. Like after they become like 9 months old and shit, the more and more they beat off, like, or the more they nut, the more, you know, potency it has and the more swimmers, I guess. And then like, so motherfuckers be shipping that shit off. Like motherfuckers be beating their dogs off and capturing the nut and sending that shit to fucking England and selling that shit for $1,500.
Is that like, what Joe Budden was doing? When he was jerking his dog off. I don't know what he was doing.
I don't blame him.
Hey, listen, that is a lot of fucking money. I wonder how like PETA and like dog enthusiasts feel about like this canine prostitution. Is still using the dogs and selling them. Yeah, milk them and all that shit. I don't have no problem with it, but I don't have the attachment to pets.
You can take
like
them to
most
the vet,
people.
me either. But the person that I heard talk about it was saying that she took her dog to the vet because it's a common thing. You take them to the vet, they do the same shit and charge you $150. She was like, shit, I can do that shit my goddamn self. Like she seen them do it. She was like, man, it's like a little nasty, but put some gloves on. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be able to get $1,500 to $2,000 a fucking like nut load, that nigga gonna nut.
Yeah,
regardless.
I'm just gonna have to subtract that. Vet.
I mean, I feel you. I'm not even.
I'm just gonna have to subtract that vet. I'm getting $2K. Okay, that's cool. You know what I mean? Take that $250. How much you say the doctor charge?
$150.
Yeah, you can have that. Go ahead and whack my dog off because it makes me want to fucking vomit when that fucking little pink piece come out. When dogs be getting hard and shit, that shit, it's making me want to dry heat now. But that's some good ass money. G Herbo is being charged with 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 2 counts of aiding and abetting aggravated identity theft. Niggas out here scamming.
Yeah, motherfuckers gonna scam now.
Niggas is really like out here scamming. What makes this conversation so very interesting is because I was having a conversation with a family member, and my family member was just like so excited about other niggas' money. And I notice how niggas get excited about other niggas' money. You know what I mean? Like what they think another nigga got. And they brought up somebody, and I was like, oh yeah, like maybe we were talking about Adrian Broner or whatever. I know that conversation came up, but anyway, we was talking about, you know, people believing that everybody has everything that they're showing you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he was like, so you saying that nigga don't got that? I was just like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's a lot more scammers out here than you think. It's a lot more people out here putting on facades than you fucking think. You know what I'm saying? Like even celebrities, all they got is notoriety or whatever. But these people also live lavish lifestyles and not keeping track of their money. You know what I'm saying? So niggas can have some money and lose some money, or niggas have never had the money in the first place, but they know how to, you know what I mean, make shit shake all the time to give this appearance. Because once you have a certain level of status and, you know, leverage that you can use. That's your currency. You don't even really have to pay for shit sometimes. A lot of times, people just want you in a spot and they know they can make money off of, hey, B Hill was up in here last weekend. Come hit up, True Kitchen, no twerking. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, niggas is really out here scamming. Like, if you don't believe niggas out here scamming, I was telling him, I was like, niggas is out here fucking scamming all the fucking time. Do you think Casanova made money off of that shit? Or mainly like his rap shit? Did he see? I don't know enough about him to know if he was like street nigga or like
so
fake
he's been
nigga.
in prison mad times. Like that's a prison ass nigga. Like he did like 7 years and then did like 5 years. Like the nigga's a super prison man. Like you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he a blood and shit and all that shit. Like bro definitely was getting money in the streets. That's a fact. Like, I mean, cause he was always icy to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Always driving big Benzes and, you know what I'm saying? Mad Prada and there, you know what I'm saying? Super name brand type shit. So, he was definitely getting money. That's a fact. Like, for sure.
Do you think
cause rap won't doing it. Like, he might have got a deal, but I mean, he ain't getting millions and millions of dollars. I'm pretty sure. Like, he's not that great.
I didn't know how much of a street dude he was because he was still like repping for Tekashi and shit.
Nah, no, he won't.
That wasn't him?
Nah.
He wasn't fucking with Tekashi?
Nah, he was beefing with Tekashi. They got like in a shootout in fucking Barclays and shit.
What about Whack 100? Did he fuck with Tekashi?
I don't think so.
One of these niggas that I think of as just like, who is this nigga all the time? And it's always like some street affiliation. It'd be Casanova. It'd be Whack 100. They names always in some shit. Maybe, I don't know who it was. But I was like, damn, I wonder if Tekashi has something to do with that shit. Cause niggas is getting like federal time and shit. And he had that.
His baby mom. I mean, his baby mom best friend. That's who got him.
Where did they get that video? So there was a video, guys, of
I don't know.
Homeboy's baby mama in the interrogation room snitching.
Baby mama's best friend.
Baby mama's best friend, yeah. Snitching on this nigga. And I'm like, yo, where the fuck did they get this footage from? Like, who hacked the system and got this fucking footage? And that's so unsafe. Because not only do you gotta deal with like street people, you also gotta deal with fans, overzealous fans that want to harm you because you hurt they fave or you did something, you know what I'm saying? People is fucking crazy. But there was also that video of Casanova saying, like, if you was facing, you know what I mean, time, you a snitch. So can he really be mad?
I mean, we don't know until he fucking, we'll see what he do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, would he have the right to be mad though? If he already said this the game, like, I definitely would. He said he was snitch.
We'll see. He's going to have his opportunity.
Well, I hope they figure all that shit out. All these niggas with that PPE shit, like, if you just stole millions of dollars, you might want to try to figure out
thousands of dollars. The fuck?
Yeah. If you stole any type of money in the 6 digits, you might want to try to figure out how to wire that shit back or get that shit back. Or say,
just hold it.
Yeah. Or, oh, you know what? I don't know how this money got to me. I never filled out that here. You had this shit back cause they's locking niggas up. How many years before you was snitch?
Shit, I don't know. See, the thing about it for me, right? So I look at it like this. If I committed crimes and shit, like, I'm aware of mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I did some shit, that's the thing with snitching. Like, and
yeah,
I'm sure people talk. Like, if we did crimes together and shit and to get lesser time, that shit is corny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but if I'm just a civilian and I'm just out here, that ain't snitching. But if I'm Cass or if I'm somebody that does something, you know, legitimately, you know, wrong and criminal, then you got to wear that. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't try to back out and scapegoat and kill somebody else and harm somebody else and, you know, family or whatnot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess my morals and principles are different, but I also have never been faced with, you know, doing any, you know, major time. But if I'm guilty of doing some shit, then I got to wear that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a man and stand on yours. Don't do crime if you can't do the time. And that's a fact. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? And I've been, you know what I'm saying? Like, around people and shit that have done shit and fucked up, and, you know, they were there. So the most part, like, I don't really know no arrests that I can think of, that I know of, I should say. So,
yeah. So I agree with that.
But I don't know.
I agree with that. I agree that if you are in it with your people and y'all agree to do this and somebody get caught or whatever, you hold that. What if though they want you to tell them about some other information that you know outside of whatever this is? This ain't even your people's. Like basically snitching, but on another nigga you don't know like that. You just got enough information.
I mean, if dude ain't like, I don't think so. I mean, again, I haven't been faced with that, but like, I ain't just no like bird ass dude like that. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh yeah, bro down the street, goddamn, I don't know him. Like, if he ain't do nothing to me or fuck me over, no shit like that, like, I couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's still the honor among thieves.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just honor for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my principles, that shit'll be fucked up. Like, man, I feel like shit. Like, I'm home and this man, like, I see this man kids playing or some shit, and it was because of some shit that I did. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't spite me or really do me wrong. Like, motherfucker did some fuck shit, then yeah, absolutely, I'm riding. Like, whatever, it is what it is. But even in that case, like, I'd rather just handle the business in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would probably, you know what I mean? Just do whatever you got to do in those terms. I don't even know if I'd like involve police, but again, who knows until they face with that situation. Everybody talk a good game until they, you know, on that table. But, I'd say, what I would hope that, you know, would stand up for myself is my principles and my integrity and things that kind of like fall on. So, that's my answer.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I don't know though about that second scenario. I'm not about to be like, oh, guess what somebody else did? Get me out. You know what I'm saying? But if you giving me like some fucking, probably anything over 5 years, if I don't know this nigga and he did the shit, I ain't about to make up no shit about nobody. I just
niggas in DC, like, I'm paid in full. I know some niggas. I ain't snitching on nobody in Harlem, B. These cats from DC.
No, if they came to me, if I'm from DC and they just like, do you know about these cats in Harlem? Or you going to jail for XYZ for all these years and these charges and shit like that and retribution. Like, look, this all I know about that shit. But, you know, I say that because I would never be involved with no shit like that to even, you know what I mean, be put in that position. I'm a civilian, ride or die. You know what I mean? That's not even my lane. So that's the movie version of me. But like realistically, I'm like that. Listen, I do not want to go to jail. Like, I do not want to go to jail, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I do not want to go to jail. Now, I ain't gonna sell out somebody and do like no fuck shit. But I'm trying to tell you, jail is the number one thing. Like, people be going to jail and shit. I'm like, and you going back? And you just talked about how crazy that shit was, what you had to go through. You know what I'm saying? I understand recidivism and, you know what I'm saying? And the system is not meant for you, like when you get out of jail and shit. But nigga, I just have to shovel shit to get some bread.
Yeah, it's but like
going
I
back.
guess that we got, you know, later in the show, like what he was saying is motherfuckers need that father figure. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to be controlled and shit, which is some real shit. So
yeah.
That could be part of it too. That's why people go to the army, and that's why people go and try to get structure where it's, you know, like kind of handed down and forced where they have to the point where they can structure their lives. So it could be partially some of that shit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. God said he went back to jail because he didn't like making decisions in the real world. He said that like straight up. Like it was too much. And I was like, damn. That's crazy to be institutionalized like that, where you only like thinking for yourself. Like you don't like freedom. Freedom make you uncomfortable. I don't ever want to be in that position where freedom make you uncomfortable. These rappers getting this time is litter shit.
Shit.
Yeah, that shit is shit. Like, I don't know. Like, let's not fake it. Let's just live within our means. And people like that too, y'all. People like that too. People like real people. You don't have to have diamonds and exotic shit to, you know what I mean? Be cool. I hate it. I really hate it. So this was funny to me. That's why I'm bringing up this one. So on Cocktails with Queens, Lisa, it's a show on Fox. I think Fox Soul with Lisa Ray, Vivica Fox, Selena Johnson, and Claudia Jordan is the host. So they were on there and they were talking about Toni Braxton, actually, and Toni Braxton's sex life. And Lisa Ray said, we don't know what she's doing in the bedroom. It could be like Halle Berry. She said, that's what they say. That's what I read. That's what I heard. Her sex is bad. So later on, Halle Berry came back and basically said, like, added Lisa Ray on her fucking Twitter and shit and said, ask her man Van Hunt. He'll tell you everything you need to know. I love that because I didn't think that Halle Berry was the clapback type person. So that was real cute for me. But the crazy thing about it, B, and you could tell me, I know you had to hear it too. I feel like even the common man has heard the rumor that Halle Berry is crazy and her sex is not good.
I ain't hear about the sex.
You ain't never heard
that? Nah, I ain't never heard that. But, I mean, she can't keep a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, she done been with mad niggas and that's fine, you know what I mean? But,
cause niggas ain't to be had sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bitches ain't either, you know what
That's
I'm
saying?
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, I can imagine, you know what I'm saying? She fine as shit, like one of the most beautiful women ever in the history of the world. But I can imagine, you know what I'm saying? I know a list of motherfuckers that she done, you know, kicked it with, but shit, Lisa Ray too, shit, bitch, you ain't got no man.
True.
Like, your man cheated on you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
yeah, that's very true.
Funky. Like, you gotta relax too. You might not have been like riding the dick as well as you could have been either. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. That was in fact the rumor. I always wonder, like, Halle Berry is a very pretty woman. And you know,
she ain't got nice tits. Well, I think she still got nice tits because she was in Swordfish. Swordfish, that was a good movie.
Swordfish is an old movie, ain't it? Ain't that like at least 10 years old, 20 years old? Yeah. That's why I was like, that movie got stuff. Do you think Lisa Ray was out of pocket?
I think so.
Do you think Lisa Ray is out of pocket?
I mean, nah. I mean, she's just talking. You know, she talks to. That's what she's supposed to do.
Yo, it just seemed, I don't know, it was something about it that even though, you know, we all, you know, everybody is a personality and they're out here showing personality. You know what I'm saying? So what she said wasn't so out of pocket, but it sounded like, I don't know, like, instead of it being like news, it sounded like real gossipy to me. Kind of like, I guess in my mind, I feel like they kind of roll in the same circles. So it ain't like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of like gossiping versus
Eskimo sisters.
Facts. So it's kind of, it came off to be like super fucking shady, like direct hit type shit. Like I might have some, you know, some smoke with you. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, Lisa Ray, are you out of pocket like that? Would you rather have bomb sex?
Oh, I'd rather have Halle Berry or Lisa Ray. I thought she was going to ask, and let me answer that question for you. I don't know.
It's totally not the question, fine. But please, but I think Halle,
I'm producing on the spot. I don't know. I think that's a tough one. But I think, damn, that's actually
He's doing
tough.
a whole interview with himself.
I probably would go for Halle Berry. Halle Berry is like incredibly fine. And so is Lisa Ray, but I think Lisa Ray hasn't aged quite as good as Halle Berry has. Like looks wise. Like she's still a very pretty lady, but she doesn't look as good as she used to. And Halle Berry's still like, obviously she's 50 something, but she still looks like she bad as fuck to be 50. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So. All right.
And you heard it here. Breaking news. You heard it here. B Hill picks Halle Berry.
She got a nice
over
titties
50
too.
Bowl. In the battle of the 50 titty bowl. Halle Berry. I would pick Halle Berry just for the clout, but not for the way she looked. I would pick that just for the clout. Cause if you just say like, I smash Halle Berry, they don't really give a fuck about what the rumors are. It's still Halle Berry. Lisa Ray seems attainable. Like, I feel like she's attainable. Like, it wouldn't be very hard to attain Lisa Ray. I think it would be a bigger feat to attain Halle Berry.
Halle Berry fine as hell. I'm looking on Instagram.
This nigga is a creep. Would you rather have bomb sex and your mate cheat every month? This was on Instagram. Would you rather have bomb sex and your mate cheat every month, or bad sex but your mate is loyal?
I don't want a motherfucker cheating on me. That's why I couldn't just, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'd have to break up with you. So I'd rather, I guess, like, bad sex. You know what I'm saying? I can't just, like, you just can't be fucking niggas. Like, if we in a relationship, then yes, that's wild. But if we just kicking it and we just be fucking, I ain't tripping off that. But if you my girl or my old lady or some shit like that,
yeah,
you could just, like,
this your marriage. This your marriage.
Yeah,
this your marriage.
Yeah, I'm good.
So I feel like bad sex and loyal. Do I really care that you saving this bad sex all for me? Nobody else wants it. Like, what the fuck? Like, that. I feel like life too short to be having bad sex. And let's be clear, neither of these situations are optimal. I'm just saying, from bad to worse. I at least gotta be having some bomb sex 29 days out the month before you go. Cause I can't be having bad sex. I cannot waste my time. I'm not wasting my time doing a task. I don't lust after labor and task. Like, if it's bad, you gotta soldier through that shit. Yeah. I'm super good on that.
Yeah, I'ma still want to fuck you and shit, but we can't be in a relationship. I can't fuck with that. But, like, I couldn't do it. Like, I'm breaking up with both them bitches. I'm going to find me a bitch that I think is loyal, that acts loyal, and at least up front. Cause I don't even know she cheating and she got some good sex. So I'm not with that bad sex shit is whack.
Hey, what if the only two options are those two? Like, I think that'd be. I hear you. Oh my God. You are a creep. So is that little shit? Alright. Now you making me uncomfortable. You are making me uber uncomfortable right now.
Choke your chicken. Click your mouse.
I'll let him finish with the euphemisms.
What else we got? I don't even really know. Ram out with your clam out. What's another one for the ladies? I don't know. Energize that rabbit. Who knows?
Energize that rabbit.
That was just,
you should go on Family Feud. You should go on Family Feud.
Straight off the top of the head. That was fire.
Wait, you freestyled that, genius? Mm-hmm. Sheesh. All right. Is Halle Berry?
You could never.
Is Lisa Ray saying Halle Berry pussy trash, lit or shit?
It's lit. I like talking about both of them.
I think it's lit.
One time for them. I'm gonna see if Lisa Ray found on her Instagram. Let me see.
It's funny, so it's definitely lit. Last but not least, Funkmaster Flex posted a video of him getting liposuction on Instagram. What do you think of this? I was about to say, what do you think of the new vain man in 2020? Like, niggas is really out here getting shit done.
Yeah, he's a gay Y. Tyler, the Creator, told us a while ago that, you know, he was looking for buff niggas with index type shit. If you haven't seen that freestyle, go to fucking Funk Flex, and Tyler, the Creator. The shit is the gayest, funniest shit ever. But Tyler, the Creator, told us he was looking for buff niggas with Funk Flex. So
yes,
yeah,
he did say that. Yeah, he did say that.
Nigga Joe Bud was like, niggas, when niggas go up to the freestyle shit to do it with Flex is gonna be standing up there like a bad bitch, like being a model and shit while niggas is rapping and shit, showing off the curves and the angles and shit.
Hey,
that was funny as hell.
That's funny as shit, but listen, Kanye admits to liposuction.
Yeah, niggas sweet, man.
But Drake got his abs sculpted and got liposuction. Niggas out here getting surgeries and shit. Niggas getting what things are you with and what things are you not with? Are you with lipo? On a man. Would you do it?
Am I with lipo? Nah, hell no.
All right, so you're not down with the lipo. So Funk Master Flex getting liposuction on Instagram is lit or shit?
It's lit because he's a weirdo. It's shit because he shouldn't be doing it. So, yeah. Both of them.
I think it's lit because it is funny and it has already sparked a whole bunch of great memes, and that's what gets you through the quarantine. So I dig it. I think it's so funny because they be the same niggas talking so much shit. You know, Funk Master Flex talk mad shit.
Yeah.
And he out here getting lipo and shit.
For sure.
You ready to give out some advice, my friend?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we about to get into Ain't Shit in 2 Cents. Ain't Shit in 2 Cents is our listener letter segment where we give advice to listeners who clearly don't care about getting advice from high people. And today's letter came in from Jessa. And Jessa says, I am in an uncomfortable situation and I'm hoping y'all can give me some unbiased advice. My sister and I live together. Well, actually, my sister lives with me. I am 26 years old. My sister is 22. I offered to let her stay with me because she and my parents were not getting along. This was a little over a year and a half ago. I've actually enjoyed living with my sister. She's a good housemate. She is clean and respectful and all of those great things that make a roommate. However, my sister ended up getting pregnant by some nigga she just met in the middle of a panoramic. She told me this about a month ago and went through all the emotions of a woman who gets knocked up in a situationship. Ultimately, she has decided to keep the baby. I don't think she is ready for a kid, but it's her life. I will welcome my niece or nephew with open arms. However, it never dawned on me that my sister thought she was going to be raising this baby in my crib into the unforeseen future. I'm totally not on board with that. I'm not going to interrupt my peace for a baby. I like kids, but not 24/7, 365. And knowing my sister, a big responsibility will be placed on me to help. How do I tell my sister she needs to find a different living situation without hurting her feelings? Love the show. It's the realness and comedy for me. From Jessa.
Appreciate you, Jessa. Thank you for listening. And thank you for your letter.
Sister live with her.
I don't know. It's hard for me because I've never lived with siblings. So you got a shitload of them, and so do I. But not. And we all know my story. No need to walk down that road again. But yeah, I don't know, man. I guess you just got to be as honest as possible. Honesty is always the key, I think. You just got to swallow the cookie. But I know this is kind of close to you, right? I mean, you didn't live with your siblings when they had kids, did you?
Oh, no, I've never lived with a sibling before outside of growing up.
Yeah. I didn't know if they had kids while y'all were, I don't know. I know they kind of,
I was in college.
Okay.
My sister was 17, 6. Yeah, I think I had just graduated college or something when my sister got pregnant. My sister was 17 when she had my niece.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I wasn't there. I've never had to live with any children ever in my life besides my siblings.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. But, I don't know. I definitely know that I couldn't. I understand her. It is what it is. It's your crib.
Yeah,
you have the right to dictate how it works. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as long as you ain't, you ain't being rude about it, get the fuck out my crib. You know what I mean? Listen, this just what it is. So she gotta respect it.
Truth restaurant. What's the name of the Truth restaurant? Don't Truth restauranter.
True.
Don't
right.
be, you know what I mean?
True restauranter.
Truth, yeah. Don't true restaurant owner her. But, just keep it a band I ain't with all that. You know what I mean? Nah.
Yeah.
You gotta do your own thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe let her
at the end of the
give her some grace. Don't charge her for rent maybe 1 or 2 months and so she can get some shit.
Yeah.
And start her own trek. But I don't know. That's all I can say. I don't know. Help her out that way, I guess. You're gonna throw an alley-oop or something.
Yeah. I agree with that because you can help her out however you can, but it's just certain things you just may not want to interrupt. And that's your life like that. At the end of the day, she's making a decision to have a child right now. You know what I'm saying? And I from what it says, it doesn't seem like she knows this dude for long. Mm-hmm. So who knows if he gonna take care of the baby or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think I would be a little bit upset you out here meeting new niggas in the middle of a panoramic and coming to my house. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's
like niggas you meet it. Not only you raw dogging air and everything. Oh, yeah. Like, that's crazy.
Nah, they had a mask on. They was fucking with a mask on.
Hey, fucking with a mask on is
and no rubber is wild.
And no.
Hey, I don't know where you been, so I'm gonna put this mask on. I'm gonna hit you raw though. That's cool? All right, cool. Oh. I ain't feel like kissing anyway.
Hey, for real. Hey, those people are always funny to me. They're like, oh, I don't kiss. I don't kiss when I have, I don't kiss. Like, nigga, you're literally raw dogging somebody, but you don't kiss because kissing nasty.
Yeah, you sucking pussy and shit.
With somebody you don't know, they be like, they gotta be, like it's this very intimate thing, but like fucking connecting bodies together.
You definitely ain't some pussy off the rip, and you suck dick on first sight. So don't act like that. That's a fact.
Hey, yo. Oh, listen.
First date she ate. That nigga's crazy.
Listen, I don't know what people out here doing. I just know what I'm out here doing. And that ain't it.
This ain't it.
I told you, I said I've never had a one night stand ever in my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, ever. So, like, cause as much as I don't want to go to jail, I hate STDs as well. Like, especially some shit you cannot get rid of. I am a diseasophobe. But back on your sister getting pregnant in the panoramic and wanting to, or you have not advised her that she will no longer be dwelling with you. Just tell her now. I'm making some assumptions with this letter that she may be in the early stages of her pregnancy. So she has time.
Right.
She has time to put some type of plan together, because at the end of the day, now you're responsible for another human being.
Yep.
So you gotta figure shit out.
Yeah.
Anything else for Jessa?
Nah, I ain't got nothing. I like the name Jessa. Sound like an old slave grandma. It's like, Jessa? Come down here now. Sit on this dick, Jessa.
Oh my God. You've been wilding. Yeah. You've been wilding all night. So, listen, y'all, if y'all want some of this A1 advice, from us, hit us up at theaintshotshow@gmail.com and your letter may get read on the show. So normally we will go into free smoke. We're going to break this up. We have a great free smoke coming up. Just listen to the second part of this episode 132. And we are in there with my man, James.
Mm-hmm. Jimbo. For sure.
Jimbo.
He hates that. And I love calling him that.
He is the first white guest we've had. And we talk about, politics and race in America and things of that nature, but it's from a white guy who grew up a certain way, very Republican, and now he's on the side of good, in my opinion. But, he's now a different way, and we talk about his change. So, Wanna Be Heal's good guys.
Co-workers and shit.
So yeah, y'all listen to that and we'll holla.
Peace.